Congratulations on your Centennial of Flight celebration and the launch of the Canadian Air and Space Museum's Revitalization and Expansion Project.
Hi, my name's Robert Godwin. I'm the space curator and a volunteer at the Canadian Air and Space Museum. And I'm currently standing on the south side of Toronto International Airport between the busiest highway in the world and the busiest runway in Canada. We've been given this amazing opportunity by the Greater Toronto Airport Authority to bring the Canadian Air and Space Museum to this airfield. This is where the Avro Arrow was built. It took off right next to me over there for the first time. This is where the Lancaster bombers that helped win World War II were built. We want to bring the museum's Lancaster and Avro Arrow back home, back to Toronto Airport, and we need your help to do this. Inside those containers are thousands and thousands of priceless artifacts of Canada's air and space history. And we need your help to get them out of those containers as soon as possible. This is your opportunity to be part of history. If you help us out here, not only do you get to take part in all these perks that you see on this website, but you get to know that you have helped preserve not only Canadian aerospace history, but world aerospace history. The museum is not just a place for storing stuff. It's a classroom where your children and grandchildren can come, where they can be inspired about the future, where they can reach for the stars. The site behind me is being considered for the museum. But as you can see, there is a lot of work to be done. To begin with, we need a temporary structure to house the aircraft in the machine shop. This kind of structure that we need costs about $500,000.
The Canadian Air and Space Museum is a not-for-profit organization which began in 1997. It survives on the efforts and goodwill of the many volunteers who have donated their time and money to preserving Canada's air and space history. Over the last 15 years, our volunteers have created many world-class exhibits. We continue to receive new artifacts from all across Canada, and we're a meeting place for air and space enthusiasts and veterans from all over the world. We're also the guardians of the de Havilland Aircraft Archive, with almost 750,000 photographs of Canada's aviation history. Here's a message from someone who's recently supported the Canadian Air and Space Museum.
I'm pleased to be able to send along my best wishes and let all you know that I'm glad to see that the birthplace of the de Havilland Beaver, like the one I own here, is being preserved, as well as a century's worth of stories and other great aviation achievements. I think it's important that the story of the brilliant Canadian engineers who created this remarkable machine and many other accomplishments will be showcased at your museum to educate and inspire present and future generations. I want to wish you all the best with raising funds to help create such a world-class facility. And I urge everyone to donate to the Canadian Air and Space Museum.